It was a regular Sunday evening at the Upstairs Lounge Gay Bar in New Orleans, Louisiana that occupied the second story right here of this building. They had just finished a drink special and approximately 90 patrons were inside, enjoying music, enjoying a couple more drinks, and just generally hanging out until about 8 p.m. At that time, a buzzer sounded from the stairs that led up into the bar. The bartender asked one of the individuals inside to go answer it, expecting it to be a taxi driver for one of the patrons, and when he opened the door, he found the entire stairwell full of flames and a distinct smell of lighter fluid. Almost as soon as the door was opened, the fire flashed up the stairs and into the actual bar itself, causing panic among the patrons. The bartender was able to gather about 20 people and lead them out a back door that served as a fire escape, but unfortunately the door closed behind them and locked, which trapped everyone else inside. Adding to the horror of the situation, all of the windows on the second floor had bars placed 14 inches apart, which prevented all but the smallest people from fitting through and escaping the rapidly spreading flames. One man, a pastor for a local church that was pro-LGBT and one of the only ones of its type in New Orleans, became trapped in a window and burned to death while onlookers on the ground watched him scream for help. Because of the way he became trapped in the window, his body remained there for hours afterwards as firefighters gathered all of the dead from inside to evacuate them out of the building. The fire would only last for about 16 minutes before the fire department was able to fully extinguish the fire, but it would end up killing 32 people in that time, making it the deadliest attack on a gay bar until the Pulse nightclub shooting in 2016. Now, there has only ever been one suspect in the case for this fire, as it was very clearly an arson. It was a man by the name of Roger Dale Nunez, who had been kicked out of the bar just a couple hours prior to the fire. Although, when police went to question him, he had a broken jaw, so he couldn't speak. When they went back to question him again, he didn't seem nervous, so they essentially dropped it. He would later die by suicide in 1974, and then the case was closed by the New Orleans Police Department in 1980 for a lack of leads. In the aftermath of the fire, many of the churches in New Orleans refused to hold memorial services for those who died in the fire, and it took a significant amount of time to actually find churches that would hold services. In addition, 3 victims of this fire were never identified. Their bodies were never claimed by their family members, and their graves were paid for by anonymous donors.